Well, how's this for some super classic architecture on a sunny morning? Welcome to Rokeles Hall, a historic 17th century home with up to 7 bedrooms set in 7.5 acres of varied grounds. This is a spectacular property and I can't wait to show you around. All right, let's get into it. So what would you expect from a 17th century listed hall? Well, I think first things first, you would probably expect a really grand, welcoming reception hall, and that is exactly what you get here at Rokeles Hall. Look at it, it's gorgeous, it's panelled, it's ornate, it is perfect for a warm, characterful welcome as you walk in the front door. Now, off the entrance hall, there is a whole host of inviting reception rooms with just the kind of proportions that you would expect from a grand period hall like Rokeles. And this front drawing room here is no exception. Look at it, it's gorgeous. Very generous in space and adorned with period features. The shutters there fully functioning. If you've spotted that door next to the fireplace, that once upon a time would most likely have led outside, but now it leads you into this glorious orangery offering panoramic views of the garden, which we shall see later. Next on the list, on the opposite wing of the house, is this formal dining room, a really classic space. Not only have you got this fabulous sash window with shutters to the front aspect, I really love this decorative coving. It's all these little touches which add up to make this feel like a really idiosyncratic home, and that is hard to put a price on. Alright, heading to the rear of the house now, which I think is the perfect space for a country kitchen like this. Tucked away, by no means disjointed, but it's got a great definition to the rear of the property. Of course, you can't have a country kitchen without a large Aga, perfect spot to gather around when the winter nights draw in. And what I think I love most about this kitchen is probably the view. The rear garden there is landscaped to perfection. Again, we'll see more of that later, but it certainly enhances the kitchen with its plethora of colour and life. Now, off this kitchen we have some wonderful practical rooms, the first of which is an enormous utility room, and to the other side of the rear door is an equally generous boot room. Alright, the ground floor keeps sprawling with this study at the far wing of the property. A great room this, tucked away the opposite side of the kitchen, so again very quiet, very peaceful. A perfect study, but an equally versatile room. Could be a playroom, could even be a downstairs bedroom. But one thing is for sure, whilst this fire point is wonderful, by far the focal point of this room is that huge window giving you glorious views out past the landscape garden and toward the boating lake. Alright, to the bedrooms now, of which there are 4 here on the first floor. The first of which lists the master as a really versatile room. Great size in itself, as you can see, but as you wander through you'll see that it's actually linked to this room, which at the moment is another bedroom, but could easily be a fantastically large dressing room, and with the ensuite next door, this entire walkway would become an incredibly opulent master suite and right at home in a grand hall such as this one. Well, as you probably come to expect, another generous bedroom for number 3 here upstairs. It's double aspect and you get wonderful views of the front paddocks and of the side gardens, and it is served by the nearby family bathroom. Now, bedroom 4 here to the first floor adds yet more versatility. As you can see, currently set up is a brilliant twin study, and that is testament to the space that's in here, yet more generous proportions. Views this time to the rear landscape garden through that wonderful mottled original glass. And this bedroom served by an equally generous ensuite. Now, heading up to the second floor where we are now, we're adding even more flexibility to the accommodation. What we've got is essentially up in the eaves a run of 3 bedrooms. We've got one at the far end currently serving as a wonderful twin room. We've got a large double in the middle, what could be another double at the end, currently a dressing room, and there's even a separate staircase to the ground floor, meaning this could be an entirely self-contained master suite or guest wing. The only limit to how you can use this space is your imagination. So that's a whistle-stop tour of the inside, but now it's time to get to arguably the trump card of this property, the grounds. Now, if you remember from the beginning of the video, I said there is approximately 7.5 acres of grounds here to Rokeles Hall. To the front of the property, as you can see, 5 acres of which is set to paddocks. Now, naturally, these do make superb paddocks, but much like the property itself, the only limit to what you can do with this space is your own imagination. Or if perhaps more pristine landscaped gardens are your thing, then welcome to the rear garden. Around 2.5 acres of immaculately landscaped grounds. This really is an oasis back here. It's private, it's tranquil, it's sheltered. You could be anywhere in the world right now. Not only is there sprawling manicured lawns back here, but there's also these wooded walkways. How many homes do you know that you can enjoy your own private lakeside walk? Well, how's that for a quick look into this exceptional home? Now, as mad as it seems, we really have barely brushed the surface here. There is so much detail to be explored here at Rokeles Hall. So, if you want to ask any more questions or indeed arrange your own viewing of this special property, we would love to hear from you. The number for the Sowerbys Wotton office is on your screen now.